Every public classroom in the state of Louisiana has been ordered to display a poster of the Ten Commandments, a move that civil liberty groups say they're going to challenge, and I support those challenges, and I'll explain in a few minutes. But what really gets me is that Governor Jeff Landry of Louisiana signed this thing and tried to emulate Donald Trump. And I think that's pretty damn sick in my view. But quite honestly, I'm against this 100%. Now, again, those who know me know I'm a Christian, a saved Christian, but this is going far beyond the line. This is completely and totally unconstitutional, and that is the argument that a lot of these groups are going to appeal this whole thing on. Of course, the basis of that appeal is the First Amendment, also known as the Establishment Clause, stating that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or the prohibiting the free exercise thereof. This is totally and completely against the First Amendment to the Constitution of this country. You're trying to force your brand of religion, not Christ, your brand of religion down everyone's throats. It becomes a serious problem. And the joke of this whole thing is that the teachers have to foot the bill to pay for these posters. Not the state, the teachers. You built this bill, and now you're not going to provide funds for it. Now, obviously, the poster may be anywhere from $2 to $5, but it doesn't matter. You put yourself in that spot, and now you're not going to pay for it. But beyond all that, there is a singular issue that I really need to drive home on all of this before I get to the last one. You put all your energy into this, forcing teachers to put a poster into your classrooms, but you didn't put any kind of energy into keeping kids safe from mass shootings. I suppose that's not a big deal to you. Teachers and kids being murdered in a classroom, in a school, the place where they should feel safe, I guess that doesn't matter to you. Kids being killed, teachers being killed in a school, a place that should be safe for them to go, I guess that doesn't really matter to you. Watching parents burying their children, I guess that doesn't really matter to you, does it? I guess just putting a poster up that you're not going to pay for, the state's not going to pay for, I guess that means more to you than the lives of innocent children. I would say that maybe if your kids were on the slab, shot to death in a school, maybe then you'll change your mind. But frankly, I don't think that's going to happen. I keep thinking to myself, maybe if they were in the shoes of these parents who had to bury their children, maybe they will understand. But frankly, I don't think that's going to happen. Not the fact that your kids won't be hurt, but the fact that you'll even give a damn if they're dead. You put all your energy into a poster, not all your energy into keeping children safe. Again, I'm a Christian, but I also live in the real world. And children, unfortunately, thanks to people like you, Governor, need to be protected because you have made schools incredibly vulnerable. By putting a poster up, you're not protecting them. All you've done is show that your brand of religion is more important than protecting the lives of innocent children. May God forgive the state of Louisiana for what you've done. If any of those kids gets hurt because of you not doing anything to protect them. But there's one last thing I want to talk about real quick, and this may be far-fetched, but I think it needs to be considered. Since Louisiana decided to post the Ten Commandments in public schools, forcing public schools to post the Ten Commandments in school classrooms, this should definitely open the door for posting other tenets of other religions practiced around the world. And I know it's going to piss all you right-wingers off, and I don't give a damn, but you opened this can of worms. Now you're going to have to eat it. And of course, those tenets of those other religions are, of course, the 5 pillars of Islam. Oh, you're going to love that, considering how Islamophobic a lot of you right-wingers are. The 5 precepts of Buddhism, the 613 Jewish mitzvot, the Rastafarian commandments, the Dharma of Hinduism, the 5 principles of Shinto, and the historic religions of Haitian voodoo. All of this was opened because of you. You violated the United States Constitution the second you signed that bill. Now, get ready to reap the whirlwind. Because if you honestly believe that a Buddhist parent or a Shinto parent or a Catholic parent or, God even forbid, a Muslim parent isn't going to raise a stink over this, you are seriously overestimating your support. They will. Trust me, they will. You have no idea what you've done, Governor, by signing that bill. But the one thing that bothers me, and I'm trying not to make this about Donald Trump, I really am not. But he is at the very center of all this. You signed this bill. And the fact is, you actually support a man who has violated every single one of those commandments, who is the very personification of the 7 deadly sins. That's what you've done. A man who doesn't have a religious bone in his body. A man who hasn't set foot in a church without an ulterior motive. And of course, the ulterior motive is worship from his followers. His recent visit to a black church filled with white supporters. All in the name of Donald Trump. Not in the name of God or Jesus Christ, but in the name of Trump. But I'm getting off base, so again, Governor, you have no idea what you've started. This whole thing is going to be overturned, at least I hope it will, because you violated the United States Constitution to freedom of religion. And you also shown that foisting your brand of Christianity is more important than protecting the lives of children. May God and our country forgive you. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.